Our housing officer intends to visit us soon. In his original email sent on August the 5th, where he introduces himself as the new and latest housing officer, there's quite a high turnover of housing officers in this neck of the woods. He said the reason for his visit is that he has concerns, but didn't express what those concerns were. I've cleaned up the flat a little for his visit, as I don't want him to add to those concerns, seeing we live in permanent squalor. Before his visit to see us, or more accurately me, as I believe I am the purpose for his visit, I asked him to investigate why the residents of Dayak Court, or some of them, are directing verbal abuse and their desires for me to burn and hang. And so when he visits, he'll be able to provide answers I've been trying to unsuccessfully obtain for years, as some viewers will know. Will his visit enlighten me? Pigs still don't fly, as far as I'm aware. Any concerns he has pale into insignificance given what I have had to put up with since moving to 11 Dayak Court in 2013. So, putting aside temporarily the verbal abuse, threats, surveillance, and invisible torture suffered these last 11 years, I did a search for some old correspondence with my then Member of Parliament, Harriet Harman, and this will show the problems I have had date back to not just Dayak Court, but a previous Peckham address. Okay. I hadn't learnt about gang stalking at the time of that correspondence, though now realise what I was experiencing was part of my targeting, and it continuing from day one of moving to this flat over a decade ago. Here are some of the envelopes from the now Baroness Harriet Harman, and one of the letters from her and Southwark Council. How the fuck would Southwark's noise team have any idea what the gang stalker Daniel Mesfin and his accomplices, because he had upwards of 6 males staying in his one-bedroom flat, got up to during the day and night? They weren't present. In my search for those letters, I found something from Better Times, and it's related to my photography. I may have shown this before, but to boost my fragile ego, I'll show it again. The BBC or BBC London ran a photo competition with a bicycle theme. I'm guessing there was a limited number of entrants, not only because I was one of the winners, but I didn't think the standard of the winning entries was particularly high. Note the year of this. A year later, in 2009, my targeting began, and so you could say that that was my pride before the fall. In 2009, and for a few years after, some of my photos were used as Christmas cards by businesses, and the Houses of Parliament used one of my images on the front of their 2012 calendar. My proudest moment, perhaps, before the fall, was St Paul's Cathedral using a photo for their Christmas card pack for 2009. The only thing online relating to that photo, or a similar one to the one sold in the St Paul's Cathedral shop, that I could find was on one page of the Women's Day website. Sadly, none of the 10 images featured are available to view. So 2009 was the start of my targeting. I did continue my photographic hobby, but lack of good sleep, because of the targeted noise campaigns, my incomprehension of being shadowed in the flat, and then from 2012, burning sensations and aches to parts of my body did help lessen any enthusiasm. The move to the current address in 2013 and learning about the revenge porn by the state, courtesy of the verbal harassment and threats from residents and strangers, the daily and nightly continuance of the burning sensations on my body, and learning the police are glued in the targeting helped to lessen that enthusiasm even more. And so I continue to fall, but haven't yet reached my nadir. I'll try to update you if the housing officer makes that visit or if I'm still around. Thanks for watching.